Yeah.
All right, guys. Get food yourself.
So these 5 elephants behind me are all rescued elephants. They have come from areas of overpopulation where there were simply too many elephants. So we have brought them in here to use them as educational ambassadors of their species, to promote understanding and respect for these misunderstood creatures. Now, if we go back around 300 years ago, elephants used to roam around 97% of the South African landmass. Today, they now roam less than 3%. And the reason for this is due to human encroachment, that is us taking up their space, as well as the arising of more and more fences now blocking them in. Now the thing about a fence is, when you put a fence around a piece of land, you have to manage the wildlife and you have to manage the plant life within that area. If you do not, you run the risk of something falling out of balance and potentially the ecosystem in that area could collapse. Now with elephants, this is particularly important. Elephants do not... Welcome folks. Please have a seat, or you're welcome to stand if you like, seeing as you're in the back. I'm just demonstrating that our elephants here are trained elephants. What they are doing is not circus tricks, but natural animal behavior. All talk. Talk again. Talk one more time. There we go. I don't know if you folks could hear that. That is called a tummy rumble. It starts in the lungs and is then amplified through the trunk. It's one of 3 ways elephants are able to vocalize or communicate with each other, along with infrasonic sound, which we cannot hear, but travels great distances, and of course trumpeting. Now we do not train our elephants here to trumpet, as trumpeting is a sign of fear, anger, distress, or overexcitement, and we simply don't want to upset our elephants. And I'm sure by now you've probably noticed what happens after they complete an action. The trunks go up and they get their treats. Very important. We do not force our elephants to do anything here. We just encourage them with food. All turn right.
Wow.
2 left feet up. Andile, 2 left feet up. Cross feet up. Girls, turn left. So here we have our 2 girls, or as we refer to them, cows. On the right, we have Andile. She is 27 years old and her name means to multiply. Then on the left, we have the youngest elephant here, Lindiwe. She is 23 years old and her name means the girl that we have been waiting for. And being the youngest elephant here, we will continue to wait for her sometimes because she can be a bit of a drama queen. Girls, head check. Sisyphus, turn left. Over here we have our youngest bull, Sisyphus Mukronata, first name and surname. He is 27 years old and his unusual name comes from the day that he was relocated here. It was a late afternoon, it was hot, and the vets who had darted him found him asleep underneath a particular tree called a buffalo thorn tree, the scientific name of which is Sisyphus Mukronata. Can you say good afternoon to the guests, Lizzie? Good afternoon to you too. Shamari, turn left. Shamwari is our second oldest elephant here at 30 years old, and his name is a Shona name. Now Shona is the language that comes from next door Zimbabwe, and his name translates to friend. Very appropriate because he's very friendly. Is your name Shamwari? Good boy. And of course, last but not least, Tembo, turn left. So Tembo is the oldest and the biggest elephant here at 40 years old.
Wow.
And his name is a Swahili name. Now Swahili is the language that comes from the eastern part of this continent, such as Kenya, Tanzania and parts of Mozambique. And his name very simply translates to elephant. Tembo, can you talk? Good boy. Alright, boys, back up. Girls, back up. You a lot about elephants today. How would you like?
Afternoon, guys.
Afternoon.
Guys, you are welcome at Elephant Whispers. Come and join me here. As you men, at 72 days per minute. And also their body temperature, it is 36 degrees 25, just like us humans. Then the ear flap is made of a cartilage. It's hard on this side, protects the veins which are close to the surface. Then African elephant, their ears are also designed as the map of Africa. You see Africa here. In South Africa, we are down there, Cape Town. Elephant whispers just right here. Then the ear hole is situated. Put up. Right, you see here, they are called chunky. They are there to grip against the ground, but they change time to time. In the rain season, they develop more for grip. In dry season, it wears out. This is called a callus disorder. The same skin with callus the same applies inside our head. Now coming to their bone structure, it is pretty much same as a human. Meaning what the name of this vein over here. Correct. Then over here, wrist. This is the arm, remember. So African elephants, they can pick tiny things from the ground one by one, like the size of Mexican stick. But Asian elephant that does it is number 5. Set number 6, it will be full exposed at the age of 45 years. That will push the same elephant to live up to 60, 65. From there, they start to chew jawbone to jawbone and they'll starve to death. Elephant, they live plus or minus 65 years. Their molars are the one which govern their life span.
Sunset here. Yeah. Cattle farm. 8.
Guys, I'm done with the activity for today. Oh, I'm so tired. I'm so tired. I didn't straighten my hair, guys. It's 1 hour and I forgot my brush.